It's my fault. Let's make a quick recording. So I just wanted to get a few words of your experience of the gathering. Thanks so much for participating last year. So reflecting back, what impact did the gathering have on your organization and your work?
Hmm. Uh, well, first of all, thanks for organizing that. Um, I think it was impactful on our work in terms of the presence, being connected there in person, in nature, among all that amazing people, has been impactful for everybody involved in our group. We are still gathering, so something was formed during that time. We are still connecting and finding ways to collaborate. So, yeah, I think it has been a kind of a seed that we are still nurturing and cultivating after 4 months or so. So, um, yeah, I'm happy that we went there and explored those topics all together.
That's great. And do you have, I'm curious, what are the connections that you made? Do you have any stories that you can share?
Mm, I mean, many. Yeah, I'm thinking now of, well, thinking about our group, I think it was interesting to connect with people that wasn't supposed to be joining our camp, and and they ended participating and spending time with us. So it was nice to see that there was interest in the things that we were doing, and especially with Lara, for example, um, a girl from Spain. She came, she knew about the CoPartnerUp camp and she wanted to engage with us, but she didn't manage to sign for our programs. So uh, we went with the flow and she joined our activities and she was part of the group, and then she joined our private group online, and it was nice to see those kinds of connection sparkling out. And yeah, many stories, many interesting projects. I learned a lot from all the people that I met, all the activities. So yeah, nourishing time there.
Wonderful. Thank you. Uh, yeah, so what do you think in the bigger picture? What impact do you think the gathering had on the ecosystem?
Hmm. I think it was like some sort of a glue, and that connector, that activator of links that, I mean, were there. We are all online. Somehow we are all connected in different groups. But I have experienced the gathering as a facilitator in terms of letting us really make that happen, that in-person event that goes beyond, all these online activities and groups and things. So I think it was important, uh, and catalyzing that kind of connection, which, I mean, being connected in person in a place like we were, expanded everything, no? The work we were doing, the conversation we were having online, everything was deepened. And um, yeah, everything was more profound, in my opinion. So I think the gathering has that, uh, yeah, that role of making those seeds that were planted online um, become something more like a small plant, something that still needs to be cultivated. But we started seeing the form there in Portugal. So to me, I have this image like we planted some seeds online with many people, and then we went over there to plant those seeds and started seeing that uh, coming up after a few days, but still like a very vulnerable kind of plant. And now it's up to us to continue watering, giving love to that plant and to those relationships. So yeah, I think it's up to us. You have been the initiator, the catalyzer event, but everyone has his own responsibility now to keep that alive somehow.
Great. Thank you. I love what you're saying because that's exactly the dream behind the gathering,
Mm.
allowed to strengthen these things. And do you have any thoughts in terms of how the experience or the design could be improved so it could be even better at achieving these things? Smaller.
Um, well, maybe I think, I mean, it was extreme in terms of, gathering more than 500 people. So incredible organization behind. And I know you had a small team last year, so I had to recognize all the work you made, and it wasn't easy at all. So I have no complaints. Maybe one thing that can be improved for next editions can be to and I'm saying this based on the kind of work we do at CoPartnerUp, which is facilitating connections and partnerships. Maybe it would be like to create some sort of process or structure, or to enable those collaborations to happen among groups that don't know each other, because we were able to enable those connections within our group, but not so much with others. So to me, it will be important to have that part enhanced in a way that we know that once these kind of events finish in person, we still have that, you know, um,
We,
structure that can support those collaboration in a way.
but just to clarify what you're saying, you mean this before, during the event, or after, or all of them?
Yeah, yeah, all of them. I think it's a process that can start since the beginning, since we start, building the event and co-creating that, creating those structures and elements that can support then the collaboration in person in the place, or at least activate those conversations. And then after the event, something that can sustain that level of collaboration that we are, looking for.
Yeah. I agree with you, and that's definitely the dream that I want to work towards. I think there was a little bit less of that last year than we all hoped for because everybody was trying to figure out the format. What does it mean to
Mm,
make a camp? Just the logistics themselves. Not that they
right.
were so difficult, but it's a new idea and you have to understand and all of this. I think as the gathering repeats and the logistics just become automatic and standard, people will have more bandwidth to think
Mm.
about, okay, how do I connect? How do I extract value? But yeah, I fully agree with you. And since we're recording, going to be posting this, people who watch this, how can they support what you're doing? What are your needs?
Oh, well, they can explore what CoPartnerUp is about, visiting our website and connecting with us. We have an online community of practice where we practice conscious collaboration. So everyone is welcome. We're working with, our focus is on purpose-driven projects, regenerative projects. So everyone is welcome to join us and collaborate with us to make their ideas a reality. So yeah, nothing more.
Beautiful. Thank you.